So hello there, today I will show you how to make my tapered, not twisted fall for whips. I tried to make a mix between a simple fall like this one has no taper, it's just gutted paracord, feed it through itself, classic. And a fall like this, though this is a taper twisted fall. After many tries I did this. So this fall tapers in third, and basically I will show you how to make it. So for the tools you will need a lighter, don't know the name in English, flat pliers, I think, punching needle for the cracker, hemostat, scissors, your piece of gutted paracord, and the inner guts of paracord. You will also need a threading needle that matches 550 parachute cord, and a sewing needle, but with a round tip to avoid it to punch through the fall when we use it. Try to have a really small diameter, because it will be easier to feed it through later. So for the demonstration I will use just a simple scrap of paracord, so I recommend you grab yourself slightly longer piece of paracord than the length of your fall, 550. For the length I recommend to have more than needed, so if you need a 2 feet fall, I recommend cutting a 5 feet piece of parachute cord. It will be easier to trim it later. So first step is the same as making a classic fall. We will need to feed the paracord through itself by the middle. So cut at an angle, melt it, twist it. That's hot. That's hot. Up, feed it on my needle. Always try to measure my middle, maybe with this part 2 inches approximately longer. Use my hemostat to keep my middle up and feed this. Try to feed this through. This one is flat, it's a bit problematic. Up, là, up, up, up. Okay, here we are. Okay. So here we have for now just a classic fall. I try to keep a quite a big loop here because it will be easier for the next step. Unscrew my feed, my needle, cut it up. Here we are. Here we have a simple fall. Next step, grabbing my sewing needle with my round tip. You will need 2 pieces of inner guts. So try to have 2 really long pieces That's why I always keep them when I make a new whip. To explain, we will feed the inner strands in both sides of the fold, so we will have 8 strands for the first third, then 4 strands inside in the second third, and 0 in the last. So take my 2 inner strands and feed it through my sewing needle, find approximately the middle, get them all the same length. So this is where the trickiest part is. See that this is the side where the paracord go inside. So we will start by this. We will start by this side. I try to feed. I have to feed my needle inside the cord. So the goal here is to feed the needle through the whole length of the fold, then we will cut it at the good length. Okay. Try to find the right spot where you can go through. I think I have it. Okay. This is where it gets a bit difficult. The goal is to avoid to poke through the paracord and feed the needle whole length of the fold. That's why you need a small needle, because something like this will never pass. You shall not pass. Almost done. Common. Okay. Just cut my strands to get back my needle. Okay. So now we have 4 strands whole in the whole length of the fold. So I need my tape measure. I know my fold will be approximately 16 inches. So 16 divided by 3, 5 and a third of inches. So I need to have 4 strands in 2/3 of my fold, approximately for 10.5 inches. Cut it flush here, and I will get out 5 inches of 5.5 inches of inner strand. Here, pinch it, push it, good. So now I can feel that the inner strand stops right here. So we have the last third with only my 2 pieces of gutted paracord. Last step, and worst step. Grab my pieces of inner strand. Here I have my 4. Feed it all on my needle and try to feed it on the paracord by the same place here. That's where punching needle might be useful. Okay. Here we are. That's why you see a big loop is good to have. So be careful not to poke through this side, because it will be a mess and it will tangle in all the 4. Try to keep it in the side. Okay. Because this time we will need to get the needle out at the end of the first third, approximately here. You understand why you need a small needle with a round tip, with a round tip, because a pointy tip will poke every time on the cord. So here, just get my measuring tape. We are approximately at 5 inches, but I will have to reduce my loop by approximately 1 inch, donc I will feed it a bit more. Okay, now I will try to poke the needle through the cord to get it out. So I need my pliers to grab it. This is here. The problem is here, it's difficult to feed all the strands. Be careful. Almost there. Okay. The needle is out. I'll try to get the good part of the strands out. Okay. Strands are out. Now I have to feed them through. There we are. Okay. To be sure that the inner strands will go inside, try to do like this, pinch them, cut them. You can cut them like this, then So now I have my strands inside, 8 for the first third, 4 for the second third, and 0 for the last. Now you can reduce the loop here. It will be quite difficult because of the inner strands, but gently and slowly you will get to a nice little loop. Now that I have my desired size for my loop, I can just pinch and push my foil between my finger, maybe just trim it here so I can see clearly if there is a same length on both pieces of paracord. That seems good. Trim it a bit more and melt it here. Okay. Now the foil is almost complete. I recommend to roll it before put it on your whip. Now we have the tapered, not twisted foil. First taper approximately here, second here, and third. Now you can feed your cracker, install it on your whip, and you're good to go. This is really good. Quite difficult and long to make, but really good. So I hope you will understand this tutorial. If you have something to ask, feel free to post it in the comment section. Happy cracking, thank you for watching.